You ever think to yourself, I could never do that when you're thinking about like some accomplishment? Now, granted, if it's a physical accomplishment, like you could never do a backflip and dunk a basketball, that's probably true. Although maybe you could use a trampoline, but I mean from a from physical source. But when it comes to an accomplishment that is achievable for a human being without freakish nature, do you ever think I could never do that? Well, this may help you a little bit. First of all, you're right right now. Right now, you're right. In other words, if you think I could never do that, that's because your belief system is that you could never do that. And perhaps at this point, you don't have the skills or the knowledge to be able to do that. Right? So that's a real statement in the moment. But on the flip side of this, think about what you could not do 10 years ago or 20 years ago that you now can. So what you're not considering is what happens to you in the pursuit of doing that. So yeah, that giant thing, it's a great thing to envision, but you're not going to believe you can do it anyway. So you got to start with small steps. What are the small steps that begin to move towards it? Because in each one of those steps is learning, is growth, is understanding, and is maturing. And so that's happening as you grow. And so the you right now might not believe you could do this big thing, but the you in a year might start to believe it a little more because you will actually have progressed a little more as a human being. You will become more, not to mention you will have made a little bit of progress towards it. And then the next year you continue on and you start to feel better about who you are in relation to this thing. And so it's just part of the journey. That's the nature of it. And as an adult, we're subject to all the limited beliefs and conditionings that have been poured into our head through our lives, which tamps down that inner child of ours who, as a 5-year-old says, I could play in the NBA, right? Because there's nothing that tells them they can't yet. But as we get a little older, we tell ourselves that, and not about the NBA, but about whatever it is that's in front of us, and we forget that it's all a process. And if it really is in line with who we are and what's on our heart to do, that is particularly a big clue. You are capable of it, not necessarily in your current form, but in a more developed form of you. So if you ever think, I could never do that, but it is something you feel that you would want to do, that's a big ass clue. You can do it. It's just not going to happen right now, but you can begin to take the steps towards it. And if you do not quit, and each day you work on yourself, and each day you work on the thing, it's only a matter of time. That's all. It's just a matter of time. It's not about will it happen, unless it's like so egregious that it's so far-fetched that you probably might run out of life before you got there. Then you can do it. You can. But it's true. Your current form isn't going to make it happen right now. Duh. But you can do it. Yeah, you just need to take the steps and allow your own growth to grow you into it. Yeah, there you go. Hope it's helpful for you.